Hello everyone, and welcome back for another, well, sort of episode on the, I've completely gone blank. What is it again? N3XTCLASH server. I'll get that in my head eventually. Well, today, anyway, is just going to be similar to yesterday, where it's not going to be, we don't have any sort of like particular like big mission, we're just going to be doing some work, so whilst we're doing some work I thought I might as well bring you all along for the ride. But whilst we're whilst you're on here as well, don't forget whichever platform you're on, whether it be on Mixer, Twitch, or YouTube. Don't forget to ring the bell, subscribe, follow, whichever it is that you happen to do on your chosen platform. And as well, don't forget as well that you can check out the links to my Discord channel and also the links to my friend's channel, which in theory, if I've configured this key right, should be appearing in your chat windows now. Oh, and it just looks like Creeper was just blown up by a Creeper. Yeah. So we're going to head over now to the slime farm that we're working on yesterday, and just do a little bit more digging because it's turned into an unintentional mob farm. Oh, I knew there was something that I had to do. Let's just hop back through the portal. I knew there was a reason that I came back to the island. There we go, that's better. Right. I made, just whilst we're over here as well, I made one of the changes that we were saying yesterday. Oh look, the cats have escaped from the iron farm. I rejigged those into a sort of rough ribcage sort of look for the skeleton farm. But we need to go to the wool farm to get to the slime farm. A boat is somewhere down here. Eventually we will get all this portaled up. Forgot to turn on the desktop audio. So you'll see down here the excavation site. Put a few more torches. It is fairly useless putting some of these torches down, because we're going to be taking out all these levels. There we go. We'll seal that breach up in a minute as well. Oops. There goes another section of wall. I don't think I've got enough blocks to fill this hole in as well. Let's grab a few from here. Leave that hole for getting in and out. so that's where that layer is. Let's just go and grab some actual stone. Still no hole. So the goal is with this at the minute is we're just going to get this 2-layer undone, and then from there we should then be able to with ease take out the lower levels, but it's just getting this top layer done. Washing away all the torches. Hopefully when we do hit water, it'll just go in a direct line to these little holes here. That's at the boundary. Ah yeah, it must be a boundary for that wall. is where the water's going to start flooding in. Hi Creeper, just seen your chat there. I seen in the thing just before I went on that you were asking about smaller iron farms. You can build smaller ones, you still need to get villagers in there. But if you're willing to make the trek in the Nether, you can just get some iron from my farm if you want. Can't see a thing there. It'll be fun clearing this bit of water out. I think we have some sponges somewhere, but we'll have to put them on the Nether to dry out. You said earlier on when we were chatting that that you were going to be building a cave spider spawner. Not the best for XP though. So make sure you've got some potions to hand when you're working at it. I've actually been considering that I may not actually need to build the spider spawner that's underneath the island, because the wool farm produces, well, with the wool you can break it down into string. Let's quickly put a few torches out. Nice. String's the best use for it, because XP from those is too problematic. And of course the water mechanics are now filling this place back up. Is the boundary wall yet? Oh, we're almost there. Right, that's the boundary wall there. Oh, I know. I whitelisted him yesterday. Has he started setting up his base camp yet? You have to let us know if you want your bases recorded on the live map, if you want a little marker put on or not. You can always put those on later on. This is where the problem's going to come from, because there's a vast network of completely submerged tunnels down here. Because of course, ever since the aquatics update came out, if a cave is in an ocean biome, it's full of water. Right, what's going to be the best way to get rid of all this then? Am I just going to have to block it out, layer by layer? That'll be a lot of blocks to place. If I put sponges down, the only thing it's going to do is delete it, then refill it. There's one layer down, only a couple of hundred to go. Maybe I could pay people from the server to do this. I have at least a stack of diamonds. Once we get this top layer done though, it'll be far easier to drain out the lower levels once we have a platform to work on underneath the water here. Of course, we're going to hit that magma block, aren't we? Oh, I think I can see it there, but of course the connected textures, isn't it? Right, how much further along this bit? If you're building one of those, you'll need some slime from the farm here once it's dug out. So you can make the pistons to push the bookshelves up and up out of the ground. Alright. Just trying to see where the source blocks are here. Probably just as well that we are going to TNT this place out, because the amount of water tunnels, it would just make it a completely pointless exercise, I think. It's going to be probably a week or so before this farm's operational anyway. So there's plenty of time before anyone needs slime blocks, at least on the scale that this farm will produce. Plus as well, I'm going to need a ton of gold to finish it off as well. So there's a mesa north of here. So I'm just going to set up like a mining operation for maybe an entire day. And maybe just hollow out a whole section looking for gold. Because I'm going to need enough gold to make tracks to cover about 20 chunks. So what's 256 times 20? I wonder once we get this layer out, if it'll be worth maybe just experimenting with the slimes. What happened with the D-Live one? I never actually even heard of the D-Live platform until you like mentioned that you were streaming to it. But I've still never even visited the website. Is it just an awkward platform to work with? Oh, do they like trick you out with the advertising revenue sort of thing, so you never get a share? But make like one of these ones where like they hold you liable for it anyway. It's not worth the energy for that then. Ran out of blocks again. Yeah, I mean, you might as well just do like the way I've set it up, where I've got it streaming to all three platforms. Then at least you got coverage from like the main platforms. Because I mean, when you look on that list on Restream, though, half of those I've never even heard of. Yeah, I mean, it was. It's really easy to set it up for Twitch. I mean, I think I spent about over the course of the week prior to starting to stream again was when I was putting together the the little channel art thing. So if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll see well, in theory, if your screen resolution's like normal and you got your magnification normal, it should be like it should appear as 6 connected pictures with all the detail on. That's really what took the time. Otherwise, I probably would have been doing it a week sooner when I decided to start doing it again. I'm certainly getting my money's worth out of the space picture. I mean, I must have painted that maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, but it's just so convenient to work as a background for everything. Oh, is that it? Have we had success? We've drained the top layer. Right. Now all those blocks that we placed, which was half of our inventory, we now have the fun of taking them all out. Just think it'll be even easier for yourself, like to start streaming on it, because if you're just going to use Restream, it'll do all the lifting for you, really. Because you've already got that account set up, you just got to simply tie it to your current account. I've got no idea, because I still don't know. I haven't like read into the whole subscription thing. I don't know what the score is with it. But I think it's meant to. I think there's like a thing where if you're on Amazon Prime or something, you can like get a month for free or something like that. I think I vaguely remember reading somewhere. But I'm sure it's like a recurring bill after that. That's just a subscription. That's what a subscription really is, isn't it? It's a recurring thing. Are we out of the range of the beat? Oh no, it's because we're floating. Nova was telling us, but I'm still not quite clear what that actually is. I think Nova said it has something to do with like earning like double channel points or something. I think that you get access to emojis, but he doesn't have those on his stream yet. We'll just look out there. You're greyed out. Does that mean that you're AFKing at the spider farm? I'm gonna have to go and have a little read of it later on, because I haven't like looked at it like all the ins and outs of it myself yet. So I'll have a little read at some point, maybe later on tonight. Where is this water source block coming from? Right, let's just see if we can stick a torch up there and figure out what's going on with this mystery block. That's that section. I'll tell you what, we're going to have a quick run around. Put a few torches at the side. We're just thinking about farms just on a side note as well there. As I said before, if you're in need of iron, Creeper, for anything, as long as you're willing to make the 20-minute trek across the Nether roof, you're welcome to take iron out of my iron farm. It's mostly in blocks, so take a couple of stacks of blocks, and that'll keep you going for ages. At some stage, maybe it's next week, I'm going to... No, it's alright, you don't have to pay us for it. You know what my iron farm's like, it produces more than I'll ever need. Some days, as I said, I'll probably make a relay station on the Nether Hub roof, so that it doesn't take, you know, it's like as long to ferry stuff back and forth from all the farms. Right, we now have the top layer completed. Right, I don't know about you, but my fingers are freezing. Let's check around the perimeter. See, I got a beacon yesterday. Well, we tried like in the stream yesterday for a bit to get with our skeleton skulls, but they came back later on and eventually got some. So we have a beacon on the go here. You know what, I'm going to go back and get those sponges. We can offload wet inventory as well. One good thing about living in the ocean, there's about 6 ocean monuments around here, and I've already been raiding some of them. I have a few of the Elder Guardian heads already. Right, let's head over to the Sheep Island. I'll get rid of these grids because we don't really need those on the thing. Whilst we're travelling as well, I want to say as well, don't forget to rate, comment, favourite and subscribe on whichever platform you happen to be on. If you check out the links in the descriptions and also just appearing in chat, you should follow that to my Discord channel. Let's hop out here, hop into here. And as well as that, you can check out my friends' channels as well, for Creeper, Chrissy and Nova. Their channels are in the descriptions, in the chats and everywhere else as well, that you can find them somewhere on the platform where you're watching. Might as well sleep whilst we're here as well. Yes, we've got sponges, right. Where are the chests? I had my accidental stack of chests somewhere. Not going to need it after all. Take the dry ones and we'll take the wet ones as well. Because unless something's changed, I should be able to dry these out with the Nether. Yep. Dry all these sponges out. Well, this is the irritating thing about this. It takes ages to mine up sponges. I was saying that. I wonder what is the actual proper tool for these. It's probably shears or something. Can you get anything better out of a sword? Same difference. We'll use the sword. I should have brought the others as well, didn't I? I've only brought the one stack. Let's jump through here. Find where I parked the boat. I think with all these turtles here as well, I think I might have to build a turtle farm here. And we're back. Should say as well, we're going to eventually re-landscape this, so this won't be like this drop off. We'll actually get a whole ton of gravel and we'll get it all into like into the land, looking all nice. Now let's see if this is going to actually work or not. Nah, you see what I mean? Because of the way the fluids work for infinite water sources, it just reforms. I'm mad spamming them to try and get anything out. Right, so that's that. Let's get that bit lit up. It's a what to mind the sponge. Oh, right. Yeah, that's on the main island. But I think it might be worth going back to actually get one, because it's a whole stack of these and it take ages. Plus, I need to go and take them away and dry off in the nether. See what I mean? It all just falls behind you again because of the whole infinite water source thing. You've really got to spam them to get anywhere. Almost got this top layer done. Once we've got this top layer done, we'll then just be able to fill up with sand or any other blocks, but once we'll have like a platform to work on, at least. Get rid of that one. Infinite water sources. Now we're trouble. think that's just level now, though. There we go. We have 9 torches left as well. Let's spread these torches out a little bit, because when we leave here, this is going to turn into a mob farm. Right. No, that was all the torches. Right, let's go and make a hoe then, so that we can remove these a little bit faster. But we're going to have to journey to 2 islands to do it. But we'll go get my boat first of all. Sail across to Iron Island. Actually looks quite cool from that, where you can see where we've carved out and lit up. Right, let's go grab some iron. Where's the entrance? There it is. So, yeah, so Creeper as well, if you're making the trek out here, it's the entrance is just here. There's no fancy locks or anything like what I had on Cosmic. It's just simply coming down here, and there's quite a few blocks there. I'll just take 1 stack of iron for now. Actually, we'll check. Almost got the poppy order for Nova. And actually, we'll take the boat with us, but we'll go through the portal to get to the Zero Tick Island. So you can see I've themed my portals depending on what farm's there. So we've got iron, pumpkin, and melons, which are here. Wool is through here, and you can see there that's the Mushroom Island. And then this is the skeleton farm. I'll maybe just try and make it look a little bit more organic at a later date. But this is where we do all the Zero Tick farms on this island. Here we go. So this for those that haven't seen it, this is a technical 5-in-1, but I have attached extra farms to it. So this has 0 ticking for cactus. You can see there it's got the what do you call it, bamboo. There are 2 lots of sugarcane. We've got 2 lots of sugarcane in the farm. When 1.16 comes out, it's going to have the ability for the weeping vines and also kelp. That's why I'm not going to build one of my giant kelp farms, because I'm just going to wait for 1.16 to come, and that will generate all the kelp we need. But just AFK for I think it was like an hour and a half. This is all that we got. And then what we'll do is we'll convert that into sticks. What is it for a hoe? Is it that? Yeah. Get rid of that kelp. Then we'll just go through the portal again. We'll just go over to Wool Island. That'll do. Can't remember which direction I had to go there. Nope, I'm about to lose my boat. Right, let's get in here and get these mined up. Do a comparison. Oh, just thinking there, if you're still in the chat there, Creeper, your server, I had forgot to install multiplayer sleep on it. I can't remember if I messaged you this morning to say that I had installed it, so it's got the multiplayer sleep on for you and Christy when you do your wood challenge series. I think I just completely forgot about it the other day because I was in that much of a rush to quickly make a server instance for you, just because you were live streaming at the time where it was all going horribly wrong. Although I did miss the beginning chunk of that, but I will have to come back and re-watch it. I did watch all of your wood challenge episode the other morning though, because I only sort of like caught a little bit of it because I wasn't in. Just saw it from my phone. Well, as well again, if you need anything else installed on that one as well, just let us know. I'm just going to leave that on for you. I'll have to turn it off for like 2 hours on Wednesday, but other than that, I'll just leave that server switched on for you. Right, I think we've cleared that. Well, oh, hang on, there's one more block here. Also got blown up and drowned a few times. Just like I suppose when we did, I remember the first episode of Craftcast. All right, so if that's the plan for it, so is that mainly going to be like a Friday Saturday sort of thing then? Oh bloody hell, we've run out of torches, haven't we? The creeper spawned in here. Actually, oh no, the glass. I forgot about the glass. Oh well. Right, let's go and get some glass. And fill in that hole again. I need to go back for torches anyway. So is that one like replacing your Friday, the Friday sort of like the bed warsy sort of one that went so well? I've still never had a go at that one. Yeah, you're better off giving up on the PvP club. Survival's where it's at. Just have to let us know when you want the server switched over to hardcore mode. It's like what we've said in some of the like when we've been in chatting in calls, what have you. It's just the same thing every time. It's like when people play like the Call of Duty games and what have you. How many times are you just doing the same map? Let them dry off whilst we get some torches. I think that's another reason probably why I could never actually, as much as I went on that high pixel server once, just walked around the lobby area, I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing. But there wouldn't be any sort of like opportunity really to actually learn how to play. Ah, there's the torches. Oh, I thought the other sponges might have been in there. Right, so what else did I need? Glass, that was it. Take a stack of glass. Get rid of this, actually we need that torch. Get rid of that, we'll keep those. And we have the axes. That's the thing as well, if Chrissy's interested, we have tons of horse armour and saddles. In the AFK Fisher there was absolutely tons of saddles, but you'll have to come over to the actual island because it's far too far to walk. I think I did the walk about 3 times in one day to get to spawn. Just madness. Sure if this hose actually making much of a difference to the speed. Up in here. Since I'm the only one on the server now. Where's my boat? There it is. Oh, rejoin the game. This is what I mean about this is turning into an unintentional mob farm. I don't have the lag removal stick like what I have on one of my servers. let's seal this breach. Once we get a bit deeper, we won't have to really worry about this. Right, let's let that drain off. Slap a few torches down. A few more actually on the wall. Is this a circle? Yeah, that's my silk touch one, yeah. Let's retrieve that block of glass. Well, you want to use it as a Minecraft server, aren't you, when it arrives? But it's still good as well for learning. Even if you put like the normal Raspberry on it, it's still like a brilliant learning tool for like programming and the likes. Carve out this next layer. So have to keep an eye on the tool durability. Oh, look at that. That just makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it? We know that this slime farm is actually going to produce. Of course, that also adds an extra level of complication for, that's not bad, 23 slimes from one big slime. It's going to add the extra complication of digging with the slimes as we're digging this out. Oh no, don't blow up. What's that one there, Creeper? I'll definitely say that we're all inspired by the RavenCraft series. I've got a few of their episodes actually to catch up on later on tonight. Oh, the wall's been breached. Never know, whilst we're digging out this bit, we might find another chest. So out with the Hermit's Creeper as well, which one's your favourite one to watch? Well, my first play of Minecraft, I wouldn't actually count it, because it was the first time I actually played Minecraft was whenever year the iPad 2 came out, because there was like a free version, like a demo you could play. That was my first Minecraft experience, but the touch interface was absolutely dreadful, and I never bothered playing it or even thinking about it again. And then there was one day I'd been subscribed to the Yogscast, but I hadn't actually watched any of their videos for years. And then for some reason, just one of their videos popped up in my feed, and it was one of their series. I'm trying to think where exactly it was. I think it may have been around about the time that they were doing the Cookie Factory. If you watch those guys, that must have been 2013 or 2014, and that's when I started playing it, because I used to work night shift. So I used to bring my laptop with us, because I could sit and build on night shift. So it probably must have been 2013 or 2014 or something when I like played it properly. You have to send us the link to that one, because I can't think what that story one was off the top of my head. But there's some of the stories that it's a shame that they don't really do those anymore, or at least not that I see. It all seems to be just Gary mod all the time, doesn't it? So I very rarely watch any of their channels now. I know that some of the other guys do it, like still. What's the name of the guy who has the scientist uniform thing for his skin? Duncan, I think he does the Minecraft ones as well. But the reason I watched it was for the stories that came out of, like with Simon and what have you. But there's one of the stories. It's in my favourites on YouTube, and it was when they were doing the Moon Quest one. Someone made like an animated version of it. Oh yeah, now I remember which one it was. Yeah, where the the explosion was going to consume the entire server. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about now, because that was hilarious. Where did he? Oh, there's a dark patch there. Look. There we go. Yeah, I remember those ones there. Those were brilliant. That next section carved out. You see, there we've been at this for just over an hour, and we've managed to get the top layer now sorted, so that makes going down a hell of a lot easier on us. I'll also take this opportunity as well. Look at this, guys. You can see these guys walking around here. But I'll take this opportunity as well to ask you to rate, comment, favourite, and subscribe, depending on which platform you're on, whether it be Mixer, YouTube, or Twitch. I keep on pausing when I'm reading out the names because I keep on wanting to say Twitter instead of Twitch. The names are far too similar. But don't forget as well, you can find us on our Discord channel if I just paste this link into here. Hopefully that's worked. It goes a bit weird when I copy and paste this. But yeah, if you can follow that link there as well, you can join us on Discord. It's not just about Minecraft. There's spaces to talk about tabletop games, movies, videos, books, anything that you want. And as well, don't forget to check out my friends' channels, Creeper, Chrissy, and Nova. If I just paste these up in here. There we go, and that's the link to their channels in the chat there. You'll also find links to their channels as well in the descriptions below as well there. But right, let's crack on. I think we're going to use some of the sponges, and I might try and take out a little bit of this. Because this bit is where it gets a little bit easier. He says. I would love to play the Diggy Hole in the background, but it would probably get flagged for copyright on YouTube then. I don't actually know, is my normal Minecraft background music even playing? I don't get any feedback from it because I haven't set up the monitor for the audio, so I never actually even know if you're even hearing the world sounds or anything like that. Ooh, went down quickly there. Pop a few torches here. Thanks. I think if I want the Diggy Hole music, Creeper, you're just going to have to sing it in the chat. I'm outside of the boundary. Swim back. Where's that other hole then? Yeah, it should just be the normal music that I have on all my Minecraft episodes, because I always worry that that there'd be like copyright stuff if it was look, there's more slime. If I would get like grief for copyright, letting the Minecraft music play in the background. With the way that YouTube keeps on changing their mind on everything. Just play it safe. 44. Oh, and a spider. Right, let's go on to the next section then, I suppose. Oh yeah, I just put it as a little bit of background. It's set like really low in the background compared to all the other sounds, so it just gives it, rather than just being like any sort of like long silence, especially when I'm doing like a Minecrafty stream like this, where it's it's mostly just going to be me sort of like with my head down, like mining and stuff. I'm not always going to be talking, but rather than having like a silent stream. Of course, as well on the Be Right Back sort of screen, I have like a variation of about 12 different pieces of music as well. That I just before the stream starts, I just choose one at random, and that'll be the one to use if I do a Be Right Back. Right, my pick is almost done. Let's just check its durability. 96. What actually, does it just take off one every time? Nope. That's one thing as well, Creeper, just thinking about the music. At the end of your stream, I know that you put some music on a little while ago, but at the end of your stream the other day, there wasn't anything on the end. I wasn't sure if that was like intentional or not, because I think I remember you saying that you had, I don't know if you had like some bother with it last time. I did hear in the thing that you were talking about doing a 12-hour stream. Oh, hang on, let's get rid of this creeper. A few more torches down. This, I mean, I'm gonna have to constantly battle mobs digging out this farm. But I will say one thing, I am making a hell of a lot more progress on this than what I did when I was constantly having to fight against Harry and doing everything I was doing. We did the 10 chunk farm even. Also, how do you have your music configured on do you have it as a thing on OBS, or do you have it like as your like playing on something in your desktop? Might want to check your Discord settings, maybe, if it's because I've never experienced it going the music coming through if it's playing in Streamlabs, or I've never experienced an issue of it coming through with somebody on the call. At least not that they've actually told me, anyway. Look at the skeletons now again. Keep taking out these a little bit more and let the fawns take them out. Come on. I didn't realise that we're losing. It's definitely a pick and mix in here for all of them. At least once it's done, it'll only have slimes in it. Oh, look at them, they're over there as well. Like a war zone down here. A few more torches around. At least we know it's working as a slime farm, because we've managed to get 44 slimes so far just by digging it out. But one thing, I mean, well, on Cosmic, it took like 2 months worth of work to sort out that farm, because I was constantly having to fight against Harry undoing everything I was trying to build. Because as you know, if Logical Geek Boy doesn't tell him to do it for block, then well, you know, he won't have it any other way. It's got to be Logical Geek Boy, isn't it? There's a couple of ways to get to tell if it's a slime chunk. You can do it the traditional way, which is oh, look at that, more slime. You can do it the way of getting ooh, well, he flew a uncanny way, didn't he? You can like dig test holes if you want to do it manually, or if you use a program called Avast, that can tell you where the slime chunks are. You can also use chunk base, but since we've got a 115, I haven't found chunk base to be reliable at all. I mean, it said that there was a skeleton spawner right underneath the Mushroom Island, but there's absolutely nothing there whatsoever. So I can't really guarantee that one's reliability. But I've never had any problem with a Vast. What's this guy want? Clear off. Get rid of the iron, I don't need iron. But usually as well, if you're searching for slime chunks as well, so many slime chunks, it's really easy to come across them. It's getting ones that are close together, that's the thing to look for. That's why, I mean, we've got 9 chunks here. It's not like the 10 chunks that we had on Cosmic, but 9 chunks is still a lot, and you can see the grid here. And if you actually look at the map as well, let's see, if I just bury myself for a minute. And I will bring up the map. And if we zoom in, there you can see all the chunks that are going to be in this slime farm when it's complete. Just realising as well, I have lost the chat window because that's over here. There we go. The map is well, it's generated as the like live from the world. So like every time you do anything, it generates that. But it's a plugin. I first found out about the plugin because I think I've mentioned to you before. I play on a Lord of the Rings server. That's like a 112 server, and on there they have. Oops, thought I was going to fall in a hole there. On there they have a map to help you get around because obviously Middle Earth is such a huge place. So, you know, just ask the question, how did they do that? And so that's why I was directed to the plugin that I've installed on like all of our servers to give us the live map. There's also, well, this particular map has lots of options, but most of them take up phenomenal amounts of storage space. So I've like optimized the plugin so to minimize the storage space. And then it just depends on the size of your world to how long it actually takes to render. On the Pi computers for rendering Cosmic, because that's such a huge map that we've discovered. That took 15 hours to render that whole thing on there, but it only took about an hour on my desktop machine here. So what I did when we got the RavenCraft download was I generated the server on my desktop machine and then rendered the map and then transferred the server over to the Pi so that it didn't have to worry about processing that. You know, a bit of this. Look at that, there's more slime. Deal with that in a second there. There's also another mapping program as well that I use for doing detailed like side view ones. That's not like a live map, that's just solely on the desktop. I did that for the Cosmic World, though I did render the wrong Cosmic World because it wasn't actually the world that had all of the completed builds in, but it's enough to navigate around. Well, if you're going to set up a server on your Pi when it arrives, I'll go through all the commands with you because I've got them all in a I keep them all like in a document where I can just get access to them quickly, so you can optimize it so that it doesn't like suck up all the storage space and all the processing of the Pi, because you want it just to be concentrating on the actual game itself, rather than rendering the map all the time. I mean, I've been going around, partly if depending on when you join the stream, you would have noticed that I had night vision on because I was actually in spectator mode today, fixing areas of the map as well. Because actually, if I just stop here, I run a command over the areas, and I can render and repair chunks of the map using this. Little command here, and this little like sort of diagnostic readout that comes up on here. Hang on, just deal with this guy. Well, like I said before, I mean, when you're ready, we'll we can hop in a call, we can share screens, and we can go through, and I can tell you all the bits and bobs of what the things to set up and what have you, and like things that I would recommend putting on it to make it smooth and efficient. Just have to give us a shout when you're ready. Shall I start draining this one? It's going to take ages. When it came to the Pi computers as well, I had sort of ignored them for years, and then I can't actually remember what it was that made us think, oh well, I'll have a go. I got the Pi Zero, which is it's only £10. It arrived in the post. I did a few things with it, and then shortly after that, I immediately ordered a couple more because there's so much things that you can that you can do with them. Especially like for some of the things that I do with them anyway. I wouldn't charge you. You're one of my mates. I'm not going to charge you to give you a hand doing the Pi computer. That went down a little bit quicker than what I thought it was going to. Right, let's seal this breach. Let's see if that makes any more source blocks. Pardon me, nope. Right, let's put a few torches down in our pick and mix mob farm. Look at the can't get away from these guys, can I? Where was that spider? There it is. Yeah, where's it gone? Any more mobs? Anyone else want a piece? Right, let's put a torch here because this just looks like it's asking for a mob to spawn in it. Oh, speaking of which, are you sending these creepers in here, creeper? Is this your private army? No, don't worry. The only reason I would ever charge likes of you is, let's say, if I had to go and buy a part for you, which is highly unlikely. But for giving you a hand with setting up those, I'm not going to bloody charge you. Right, where's the next bit of water? I thought this cave went deeper. Right, let's clear out this little wing here and see what happens. Aye, it's definitely strong. Fill that up. See if we can find where the source blocks are. I really wish I'd brought some more torches. Just looking around to see if there's any more. Stopping and scouting around, waiting for creeper army to come and storm the place. What level are we on? We're on level 35. Those string farms produce absolutely loads, don't they? Because you get like 4 or so spiders at a time. And like I commented in my tutorial video for the spider farms, I think spiders spawn like the most frequently in these like larger volumes than any of the other spawners. At least in my observations, anyway. A source block. Let's get rid of that. Well, you have to hop over to the shopping district and make a shop. The shopping district's marked on the map. It's not too far from spawn. So I have to go make a string shop. I'm still debating whether or not I actually want to bother making a spider farm, because my wool farm provides all the string that I need. But spider eyes would be really useful. Is yours a cave spider spawner, or is it a regular spider spawner? Because cave spiders only give you string, whereas the normal bigger spiders, you can get spider eyes off them. The wool wall's been breached again. There we go. Oh, but we're not doing rent for shops. This is not cosmic, remember? Oh, another hole in the wall. Oh, look at that, more slime. Oh, we already have one stack of slime, right? Do we have any iron in the inventory just to get rid of? Oh, just get rid of the stone. There we go. That's another one of them. And we have a stack and a bit of slime. Yeah, I definitely think this farm is going to provide everyone on the server with all of the slime that we're ever going to need. If I could be bothered to make the trip, I would make a an iron shop. But at the minute, it's just too far to travel. Well, I don't think he's got a shop, but Creeper was not Creeper. Sorry, Nova was selling his villagers the other day, wasn't he? But it was too expensive for what he was estimating to move them like over to where I am, because I'm in need of 3 more villagers. I mean, there's plenty of villagers around the area where I can just take them from. The same place I got them from for the iron farm. It's just a bit of a time-consuming job to get them across the ocean and into place. We almost have 2 stacks of slime. You'll have to get a villager breeder on the go in your inside of your like island area. As well, once you've got a villager breeder going as well, you also, apart from getting villagers from it, you also get carrots from it as well, so you've always got a stable source of food. Another section done. Right, this is one of the things that I was working on for quite a few days, deciding on the background, because I think as I mentioned before, I'm on an ultra wide screen, so that I can't use the normal, the normal 16:9. Because well, like so when I had the Xbox, so I've got this one here which fills in the black lines, but if I'm doing anything on the 16:9, my microphone might cut out for a second, but I'll flick it over. But when I'm doing stuff on the 16:9 display, like when we did the Xbox one, I made this other little one, so you've got like a little recording dot, and everything's a bit more shrunken down. You see the little flashing light to say that we're live. But if I just flick us back onto the other channel, put the desktop audio on as well there, because that turns off whenever I flick over scenes. Oh, I wasn't having enough space in my inventory. Get rid of that. There we go. So we now have over 2 stacks of what's it called as well? Yep. But same again with that overlay. You'll see that it's actually the painting that I've been using. I made that, I drew that just for something to do one afternoon. The little star scene, but it's coming really useful since I joined Cosmic, because I'm just using it on the background of everything, just because it's a nice sort of neutral background. But I will finish that painting eventually, because I want to make it so you've got that space view, but I want to have it on a basically like a rocky moon, but I just haven't had the inspiration for to finish it off. That 2 and a bit stacks of slime. Right, let's hop over here and continue digging out this corner. Right, our pick is halfway done. Is that clay? There's clay down here. Get rid of the cobble, keep the clay. Seal that off. You can hear, well, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but you can hear I can hear the drowns in the background just on the other side of this wall. Oh, the wall's been breached. Down there a bit. Another layer. Keep an eye on the durability of the pick. I think I still have a couple more picks left in my chest, so we can always go and get a few more. Just rejiggle my mouse. My mouse is slowly falling off the side of the desk. That's one thing as well. You can't see it, but I've been using this Half-Life 2 mouse pad since probably about 2007. Take out the next chunk. Pick is almost done, so soon we're going to have to make a trip back to base and see whether or not I did have a another pick. I can't quite remember now. One thing when thinking about slime farms as well, I'm looking forward to us all getting together on Craftcast and each of us riding a TNT machine to carve out that, because I think it'll be a nice fun little race. Who can clear their column the fastest? Let's seal this breach in the wall. Might as well seal that lower bit as well. Did you choose an SSD to replace your other hard drive that was full, or was it an SSD you were going for, or just a standard storage drive that you were going for to offload like the stuff that you've got stored on your main drive? Very close eye on this pick now, it's almost done. In fact, that's it done. Right, let's put a few torches down. Where do these guys come from? It looks like Nova's video's just been released. The notifications just popped up on the side of my screen. Let's just dismiss that, because Discord is doing a really good job of suppressing my notifications, as ever. Alright, let's swim back up. We're going to go back to base now, and we're going to see if there was another pick in that chest. back through here. Actually, before we go anywhere, let's see if the wool farm... I don't know if we're in range, but let's see if the wool farm's actually produced anything. Like any extra. Oh yeah. Yeah, if we're needing wool, I will have to attach this to a sorter at some stage. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a bit double chests, plus the hoppers of wool. As much as my tutorial video was an absolute disaster, this is probably one of the more efficient farms that I've designed. You know, just this simple mechanic solves so many problems of having like complicated timing mechanisms and all that. Wrong direction. What I'll do is I will rig a stopper for the system on the other side to stop us from going too far. Assuming that the Minehut server doesn't just break down when the the 4 of us are trying to do it. Right, first of all, we want chests. The mistake chests. Keep those torches there. Keep the sponges. The broken tools in on their own. Oh, there was one more pick. Take those. Yeah, that's fine. Back through here. Those there. Here, can you see the top corner of the screen there? It's in the Nether. It's on the roof at 4,311 by 1,072. And there is a portal to get you up onto the roof. But that is, I can't remember the exact coordinates off the top of my head, but if you go on the map and just look a little bit south of spawn, I put a marker on for where the portal is, and that'll get you up on the roof. On the Discord channel for the I keep on wanting to say Clashcast, but no, it's Next Clash. If you go onto the Discord, there's a coordinates channel, and in there I'll put the link to the map. Right, that's another slime one to add to the thing. If you have a look on the live map as well, you'll be able to follow the path I took in the overworld to get out as far as I am. more slime. Next section to 9. Level 65. I should say as well, I have yet to die once on the server. I think I'm going to try like DocMC 77 or whatever numbers it is, I can't quite remember now. I'm going to attempt to not die at all if I can. Or at least stay alive as long as possible. In fact, let's bring up the statistics. Damage taken. So it's since last death, so I've been on the server for 2 and a bit days without dying. So what's that? So I spent like 60 hours on here. Granted, some of those hours have been like AFK and like AFK fishing and what have you. Getting all the farms up to capacity. Just notice as well, we've now just crossed the 2-hour mark for the stream, so I'll take this opportunity to ask us all to rate, comment, favourite, and subscribe, depending on which platform you're on, as to how you do that, whether it be Twitter. I keep on saying Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, or Mixer. Don't forget as well to check out my Discord channel. The link's in the description, it's on the screen, and it should also be appearing in the chat. If I've copy and pasted it properly onto here, it just takes a while, it seems to go through. But in addition to that as well, don't forget to check out my friends' channels for Creeper, Chrissy, and Nova. If I just paste that in here and wait for it to come through. But you can see all the links to their channels in the description bar as well there, depending on which platform you're on. But don't forget as well to check out my Discord channel. It's not just all about Minecraft, there is spaces for tabletop games and the likes as well. And it must be 1:45 now because the light has come on behind me. Alexa, turn off lamp.
Okay.
There we go. But I hope you're all sort of like relatively enjoying this. It's not like a particularly detailed, planned out stream. It's just a case of I'm doing some work on the server, and you guys might as well come along with me whilst we're doing it. Oh look, more slime. Right, next slimes to come out. Try and remember to bring the hitboxes up. I'm going to have to spend all day tomorrow, aren't I, mending my tools. Slowly mining away here. Look at this on above us floating there. Oh, that's why we're walking so slow. One thing, just thinking as well, Creeper, when you see you've got all that string, just light this up a second. Is don't forget that you can take that string, if we had a fourth piece, and turn it into a wool block. Right, let's put these hitboxes on here. There we go. They have awkward little hitboxes, these guys, don't they? Try to take this guy out. Never mind. Oh, we've got another breach in the wall here. Heal that up. That we've made in 2 hours. This is excellent progress. I mean, look how far down we've come from the top of there in 2 hours. We already have tons of slime. Oh. You're no longer grayed out, Creeper. Does that mean you're on the move? Have you made your way over to here, or are you just having a little explore around your area? It's like a 20-minute walk in the Nether to get over here. Let's have a quick... Oh, we haven't got it open anymore, have we? Just whilst I was thinking about the on the map as well, I mean, you can see this insane path that I took to get here. It just goes on and on for miles, the ground that I covered to get out here. Took hours to get across all this. I think we're under attack, yeah. Ooh. I'm so pleased this slime farm's going to work. Clear out those. Oh, we have another stack. Let's get the andesite for a second. I saw something back there. You've got to make sure you've got your coordinates up when you're travelling across the nether roof, because obviously it all looks exactly the same. Oh, look at that, there's even more slime coming in. Another stack. Right, let's get rid of that cobble. Let the creepers blow up. It can't affect the glass now. Have you just thinking about over at your base? How far have you got along designing the bat cave? We can always build up a little bit of space. We can always use a TNT machine to hollow out the cave a bit more. More slime. What's another stack? We'll best have something to eat now. Right, let's crack on with this. filled another stack of slime. Uh-oh. Creeper didn't make it. More slime. A few more of these. Another slime. Wow, we have made loads of progress. I mean, look at this, what we've carved out today. We're getting so much slime. Filled another slot of slime. We've got a slime head, we'll have that. Let's try and organise this mess a little bit. Right. Should have brought a crafting bench down here with us. Right, let's press on here. Oh no, that's a sword. Keep an eye on that durability on the pick here. Right, I'm going to have to do something about this entrance, aren't I? These guys are really aggressive, aren't they? Right, what was I doing before they interrupted? I was going to fix this so that I have a way in and out, but get in and out, but it won't affect, like, won't spew water everywhere. Oh, this creeper is sending his troops in again. More slimes. I just can't help myself. More notifications that Discord isn't suppressing. Try to keep one eye on the durability of the pick, because this is my last diamond pick. I'm certainly not digging this out with an iron pick. Out a good chunk of this. More slime. I need to take out that as well, but I don't have an axe. Keep on moving my mouse further and further away from me here. Nope, we've taken away those blocks that we needed. If we can bring this down a few layers. What I hate about sponges. As soon as you place them, the water just refills back up. So all those sponges have only managed to come down one layer. So I have to figure out where that actually goes through as well, and balance that out. Thought we're going to boost that hole again. Pick is almost out of durability. Will we get this section done? All that, and we didn't even get a pearl off them. Nope, definitely nothing down there. Right. Press on with this middle section. Let's tidy up this bit before we go back to the main area. much left on the pick now. Let's see how far we can get through. And I think we'll try and mine up the sponges. See if we maybe gather up a little bit more of this coal. It's one resource that we could do with a lot more of. Why did you get kicked from the other SMP? All them lot were stealing from you anyway. Look at all this slime that we have. And yet the ones who stole the items in the first place don't get anything said about them. Right, that concludes that section. I'm going to retrieve the... I'm going to, well, save the durability that I've got here. Retrieve as many of these as I can. And then use like the last of the durability. I'll have to dig myself out of this hole. So let's see, we should have... those two stacks should equal 64 when we're done. Oh, so is it one rule for one and one rule for another on that SMP, was it? He could take anything he wanted from other people's bases, but no one could touch his. I just lose that sponge. Yeah. See what I mean about the sponges? It just, the automatic thing just repopulates, and that's the last of the dry sponges anyway. Let's get a few more of them. I can hear more slimes bouncing around me. Was that in the rules-free server? Was it he's allowed to take whatever he wants? Better off just sticking to. We've got our CraftCast server that we all play together, and now of course this server as well. Best off just sticking to those. Plus as well, you've got your wood tool challenge one, which I'm looking forward to seeing you defeat the Ender Dragon with wooden tools. How far are you actually taking it with the tools? Because I know that you were saying about the iron for armor, but I think that you shouldn't have iron for armor. I think that you should do it with leather armor. Chase the sponge. So that means there's 2 sponges missing. Right, there's one. We've lost a sponge. About over here, maybe. Nope. Down here. Well, that's annoying. Sponges, there's no other way to get them. Definitely not here anywhere. Nah, we've lost a sponge. Yep, definitely lost a sponge. Ooh, what does that say on there? Pick out these guys. Might quickly have something to eat before I continue. So you're allowed to do buckets, so I suppose at least you can you'll be able to take a bucket of water to the end with you to keep the Enderman away from you. Ooh, look at all these mobs. Right, let's try and light this place up a little bit. Oh, there's the missing sponge. Oh, that's not too bad then. Ooh. There's Dr. Ravenholm's combat arena that we're building underground here, for anyone that's just joining us. Another stack of slime. Let's see if we can get out of here. Are you at least having enchantments on the wooden tools though? Did you see my mining episode, the mining with TNT that I did on Cosmic? Because I started off that episode messing around with a wooden tool that had like all the enchantments on it. If you aren't making diamond tools, then you'll definitely have to make buckets, because you'll have to use the water and lava method of getting the obsidian to make a portal, and also to make the obsidian for the what do you call it? Enchanting table. That's the word I'm trying to think of. Right, let's dig a little bit out of this section now. Eyes constantly on the durability. Let's have something to eat quickly as well. Oh, did you get some obsidian from a village or by villager trading? Not too bad, then you'll be able to keep a close eye on there, like keep that villager handy, just so you know that you can get it when you need it. If you want on that one as well, on that server, I can make what the hell they're called, the wandering traders. That's oops, almost fell down another hole. If you want, I can customize the wandering traders to have like special trades if you want them for the series. So occasionally you would find like a wandering trader that might have, well, like obsidian, or I could maybe program him to maybe sell potions perhaps. Have a little think about it. If the two of you want something like that added, I can code that for you. We have more slime. So we are now down to level 30. This is quite an impressive haul. Look at the size of this. Yeah. Well, if you have a little think, decide what sort of traders that you would like the wandering trader to have, and I'll program that for you, and I'll put it on the updates. Because it's not just like the items. I can also set what you actually have to pay him for them as well. Like I said, what we're going to do on this server is, because the Wandering Trader at the minute has all the Hermit heads, but I'm going to reprogram the Wandering Trader so that he has like all of our player heads. But I'm also going to set custom prices for some of them, because I think for my head, I'm going to make it so the Wandering Trader is going to ask people for a conduit. Like one conduit would get you my head. You know, we could have something like the Wandering Trader might ask for like 5 diamonds, say, for your head, maybe, or whatever we'll come up with. Right, I'm going to nip out of here now, because our tools are done. Let's just swim up and see if we can see any slime spawning. Oh, look at this bloke. No, it's going to be a 96-hour stream that we're doing right now. It's only been 2 hours and 47 minutes. Oh look, there's the slime starting to spawn in. What is it, F3? Nope, that's not it. B, isn't it, for hitboxes? Some slime spawning in there. Take out this guy. Tell you what, just whilst we're here, I'm going to update the live map. There we go. So that should start rendering. There it goes. So that should have. Well, actually, I might have not included those blocks over there. Also over here, we'll update the live map in this corner as well, just to make sure that it's all there. And let's have a quick actual look on the map, shall we? So yeah, you can see the area that we've lit up for that here. But let's zoom out. And as I was saying before, this is the crazy path that I took to get here in the overworld. See the little loops. Back over here. This area here is the jungle that there's a portal up to. But I think Nova's claimed that zone for himself. There we go, we can zoom in here and we can see what Nova's up to. Nova's busy at his bee farm. You can of course check out my channel because he's using my design for the bee the honey harvesting system. Yep, just zoom out with there again. Let's go back over here. Oh, Nova must be AFK at that farm as well. Let's see if I can get a screenshot with lots of slimes in. And I'll share that on Discord if I can. Go and offload this junk into here. gold because every piece of gold is going to help. Let's compress these into blocks. And we'll put those in there with the slime heads. Oh, is that where my other fishing rod is? Must have had it in my inventory when I left the island. There's a couple of slimes in there now. Right, let's go back up to the surface. I think actually we'll take some of this stuff back to the main island and get ready to repair all of our other junk. Oh, got these diamonds as well. Oh, but I can't actually do anything with those yet, can I? The iron ore can get rid of that. I'll take that. I'll take the head, but I'll leave the fishing rod there. That could always come in handy. Right, where's my boat? Here it is. Go across to here and see if we have any more wool produced in here. Dock that in there. I should put some of these slime blocks at the bottom of here so I can just jump straight in. I know, we must have been just out of range. It's not produced anymore. While we've got some inventory space, a slight change of plan. Let's go to the AFK island. There's the boat. I think it's... yeah, it's over there. Oh no, that's not the right island. Let's bring the map back up. Oh, it's over that way. Right, that's fine. Just want to go west. I think, Creeper, if you have a look at the progress we've made in just a couple of hours on the slime farm, that should answer the question as to how I've got these farms built so quickly. As well, that they're not overly that complicated to build, and considering that I've built them like 5 times over in the past couple of months, because I built them on Cosmic, I built them in my testing worlds, I built them on Poundland, I built them on Craftcast, and now I built them on what are we? NXTCLASH. So I've got plenty of experience in building them up as quickly as possible. Right, we've got anything exciting in here? Right, I'll take the name tags back. Let's start from the top. We need another bow, really. I haven't got time today to decide what configuration. I'll take the Nautilus shells. Take the string. Do I want to take some fish back with me? I'll take 1 stack of each. Nothing in there. Should probably just take at least one saddle back. Need the gold. Get some puffer fish, ink sacks, string. I can always use those components. Ending one, breaking free, and a lure. Another breaking free and a look at the sea. I think I'll leave the rest in there for now, just a few odds and ends to keep us going. Late to the party, Nova. We started 3 hours ago. Tell you what, Nova, since you're here, I'll show you the progress that I've made on the slime farm tonight. Slowly sail over here. You see it coming into view underneath us there? Look at that we've dug out. Serious grinding tonight. There's no slimes in here at the minute, but we do have plus more slimes that we have back at base. Your brother calls them Bobo. I thought we'd already agreed that you were going to tie him up in the kitchen. Tie them up as well. Just tie them up, gag them. Then you'd be at the game in peace. Right, where was I going? I was going back to the main island, wasn't I? There we go, put our broken tools in there. Ah, there they are. I knew there was one that had slime balls in the bottom. Let's craft these into blocks. There you go. So whilst we've been excavating the farm, we've managed to get almost 2 stacks of slime blocks and 3 slime heads. I have to put a few more on our. I'm only going to put like 1 of each head on our sort of like head tree there. Oh, I need to go get some more wheat from the island as well, don't I? I'm going to put this in. Diamond in there so that I remember to mine those later. Stick those in there. That in there. some more name tags. Oh, the wet sponges, right, let's go and try out these sponges now as well. Slowly mound that. Yeah, it's much faster than doing it in a in a furnace. It is really time consuming to mine them back up, but it's still faster than waiting 10 seconds for a furnace to cook them. Are you selling all variants, the blocks and the bottles? And you're going to do your bottle return scheme. There we go, that's all of that. Should we go back to the farm? We haven't got any tools left. I suppose I could go make an iron pick, maybe. Just as a standby. I'll have to go and get some more sticks as well. Right, let's go. Oh, actually, whilst we're here, that's how many poppies I've got for you so far. Only one row to go. You can see the slime farm from over here. Right, we'll now go over to Zero Tech Island and get some sticks. Should be enough. Get some sticks and an iron pick. There we go. Back through the portal. Back to the gold farm. Actually, how many blocks do I need? Yeah, I need to come back with one block. Oh. Right, there we go. Well, I've got plenty sticks and string. If you, oh, has Minecraft crashed? Ooh, that went a bit weird there. Got plenty sticks and string if you need to make more. the slime farm. So see this here. This is just for the sake, well, that is for this stream. This is everything that we've carved out just tonight. Hi Creeper, you just joined the game. Are you building or are you AFKing again? Right, somehow I need to fight this water back. So I have to remember, Creeper, that I think in... is it 3:30 UK time that the server reboots? Yeah, I thought so there, yeah. Yeah, we can change it. Not today though, but yes, we can change it. Yeah, pick a sort of time. I can change it tomorrow or something. I've got that data pack to reprogram as well. I'll do that tomorrow as well. At 6 PM for you, that'll be midnight for me, won't it? What the hell is this water coming back in? Constant battle against the water. Right, let's go and carve up some of these now, because I'll just forget where they are. There we go, good job Discord for suppressing more of my YouTube notifications. What exactly does the streaming mode do on Discord? Because it doesn't seem to do anything that I've checked the boxes for, other than making my status go purple. Yeah, and that's what it says. It's supposed to stop all the things, but as you can see there, it had never seemed to actually work. Because each one of my streams, I comment that there's another notification that's come through. I mean, we had Nova's video notification before that popped up in the middle of the stream as well. I just use because of the awkwardness of my displays. I just use the monitor capture, and then it also means I can, without even having to worry about it, I can flick between things, so I can show. If I can tab to it, you know, I can show the map. Whenever we're doing it, it's just a lot faster for me to transition between them, rather than having to set up hotkeys for you know, like each individual scene to come like on and off. Right, where are the other sponges? Let's put some torches. Oops. A couple of torches here. This is our unintentional mob farm. With missing the other chunk of the screen, Noah. This is the Ravenholm's combat arena. Because the volume of mobs that have been attacking us whilst we've been digging it out. And also the ridiculous volume of slimes as well that we're constantly having a battle against. Ah, look, there's a sponge over there. Right, this goes out into the deeper ocean, doesn't it? Oh, this looks like a really cool cave, this. Right, let's out here. You hear the slimes bouncing around. At least I know this these slime jumps are actually going to work. Let's get these guys out. There we go. What was that? I saw some chat pop up there. Oh, your rave came for a bit, no worries. Right, great. I don't have to do much more here. So that's the boundary wall, so I don't even have to worry about getting rid of that water there. Yeah, that's alright, I still need to light it up though. See if we can just dig a little hole there. See where, like how far this goes. So I only need to fill it to this level here, or drain it even. Can I get through the hole? So right, so that's that bit there. So I need to drain that section there. Where was that other bit? Right, this one I'll have to map. Can't be sure for that section yet. Oops, too many torches. Get rid of those and put those where I like them. So this is quite the area of drain as well. Oh, it's obsidian. How low am I? This is Y11, so yeah, there's a lot, a lot to drain. We dropped down the hole. Nine more sponges to use. Sponges down here, not yet. A few of these down. Gonna have to go mining for more coal, I think, because we're definitely going to need to light up more of this area. Right, what's going to be the best spot? Two more. That's all the sponges. Again. We've got all 64 back. Oh, and that's all the torches as well, right. And all of the blocks. Right, well, we'll just have to dig our way up. Right, let's go grab some more of these slimes. Let's go and dry these sponges out again. Everybody's AFK. Oh, I don't have the fish still on me. Let's just go over here. And we'll dry the sponges out again. Slowly mining these back up. There we go. Oh, there's the slime. Right, let's convert these to blocks. Right. well, it is now 1:10 here in the UK. My back is absolutely killing me right now, so I think I'm going to call it a day on the stream there for today. We'll see how things go. We may just do another one of these farm progress streams tomorrow night. But I know that on Wednesday it will be the RavenCraft Season 6 World Tour. We'll be doing a little bit more on that on Wednesday night. We may then come back onto this server and do a little bit more. Just see how it goes. But don't forget as well, if you join my Discord channel, which the link is splattered across the screen right in front of you, I'll also just copy it into chat for you as well. There we go, that should be appearing on there. It just takes a minute for Restream to put it all across. But if you join my Discord channel as well, then you'll be able to check out my stream schedule, as well as like conversations on Minecraft, tabletop games, and all the other odds and ends. Don't forget to rate, comment, favourite, and subscribe on whichever platform you're on, whether it be Twitter, Mixer, or no, not Twitter, what am I talking about? Twitch, even YouTube or Mixer. You can also follow me on Twitter as well. The links are all scattered around in various descriptions. But you should also go and check out my friends' channels as well there for Nova, Creeper, and Chrissy. I'll just paste their links into the chat. There we go. And as well there, don't forget to you can check out their channels in the description below. Well, I'll probably see you tomorrow for another round of this, maybe, but definitely see us on Wednesday for another stream. But you can check out my stream schedule, or approximate stream schedule, as well as the games that we're going to be playing, and space as well where you can suggest any other games. So I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to rate, comment, favourite, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.